Hey guys, so yeah, here's another one in the series, self-defense series. Plenty more on the way. Quite a few coming up. Also a few more house tip videos coming up. Now, before we get started, I'd also like to thank all my subscribers and the latest subscribers that have jumped on board in the last couple of weeks. Thanks for that. That's, fantastic. I'm trying to, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we're on our way to 1,000 subs and more. Anybody new to my videos? I've got a variety of things, mostly health, health, self-defense. What else have we got? Health, self-defense, health conferences coming up, truth of videos, wealth, making money online, especially making money online. If anybody out there wants to thinking about, making a living working from home or want to work from home, I'm into that also. So guys, if you could, any new people or, people, coming back, or if you find any value in this, hit that subscribe button, because I've got plenty more coming. Now, if you stick around to the end, I've also got a couple more, high value, health tips that I use myself, and I'll be using these particular tips, health techniques for the rest of my life, definitely. Okay, so what have we got? Today we're going over basically module 6 of the self-defense training system. That module 6 teaches you how to basically condition your whole body. And I do mean your whole body. Testicles and all. For the men out there. Yep, so it covers everything. Head, everything. Okay. So before we get into that, I'll leave all the links below for the everything, pretty much everything, that the self-defense training system puts out. Yeah, it's a awesome, I think the best self-defense training system in the world for everybody. Definitely, everybody. Like, I think Damien Ross says 13 to 80. He prefers that people a bit older do because there's a lot of stomping and there's people, when I say stomping, when you move forward, you stomp your feet down, and most of the moves. And he prefers that younger people don't do that stomping till they're a bit older, because they're still growing, the legs still growing. But apart from that, everything's good to go. And you can still do the the arm, you go through the moves, except don't do the stomping. Now guys, when I talk about health, I'll give, like I said, another couple tips at the end. But there's a thing called earthing. If you don't know about it, I'll look into that. I'll leave links to that below. There's also an awesome thing called, if you don't know about this, guys, called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. It's basically tapping on the body. There's a World Tapping Conference coming up. If you've got any emotional issues, now look, a lot of guys who look at these videos will probably be into, keeping the body in good conditions, and one way to do that, emotionally wise and physical too, is to learn a thing called tapping. I'll put a link below to that. That conference is coming up on the 25th. It's especially good for like really traumatic, if you've got any post-traumatic stress disorder, etc. Earthing is particularly, I won't go into that now, but earthing, I'll leave links below. Earthing is particularly good for fast recovery time between, gym sessions or, jogging or whatever. Also, you can be earthed during the night, and earthing reduces the stress hormone cortisol. Okay, so this, like I say, is getting into the conditioning part of the body, because you want to condition your body to be able to handle pain, because it's no good knowing self-defense and somebody, bit of wind knocks you over, So let's look at this. Now, also another thing is you can get certified in the self-defense system. You can do lessons on the phone. I think each one lesson costs $7 or something. And when you get certificates, that can go towards your being an instructor. So you can be an instructor. You don't need any experience whatsoever to be an instructor. The instructor program has got at least, you get your own website. You get 24/7 support for the rest of your life, and you get 8 income streams. So very, very worth it if you, especially, you want to be self-employed, because it's definitely self-employment once you become an instructor. So let's look at this.
Damien Ross, CEO of the Self-Defense Company. We're back in the barn today. We're going to just look at some conditioning for Module 6 of the Self-Defense Training System, body conditioning. And conditioning for combat or hand-to-hand combat or self-defense, we have to be prepared to work without any protection whatsoever. And we do this in a very gradual, methodical way. Again, we've got our brick set up that we learned in Module 1 of the training system. It's got a brick, it's got a carpenter sponge, and our sandpaper on it with a good old duct tape. We've got our bag, marbles, we've got our cinder block, and then we've got a surface that will absorb the shock. Again, when we're always working with this, like we stress time and time again, make sure that it's not a fixed object, because you want to have a place for that energy to go. When you're hitting this thing, it's got to be absorbed. If this were on a hard surface, all of that would come back into the soft tissue, my bones, my joints, my muscles, and that's going to cause problems down the road. So always make sure it's nice and flexible. It moves, it can absorb the energy, and start off nice and slowly. Today we're just working on the elbow. If you had a downed person in the ground and pound for the street type of situation, you want to drop the bone of the elbow, not the muscle. You're conditioning the bone of the forearm onto the target. So you're just dropping that weight down, it just loops down, and you're going to start off just nice and easy, and then you just work your body weight into it. As always, use extreme caution, let pain be your guide. It's going to be a little uncomfortable at first. Go as easy as you can. You're going to realize in a very short amount of time that you're going to be able to develop a lot of power with this. Damien Ross, CEO of the Self-Defense Company. Until next time, train honestly.
So there you go, guys. Now, I said I was going to give some health tips that I use myself. If you haven't heard about, if you want to, stay healthy, a good thing you want to do is look up alkalizing, okay? You want to make sure that your body is alkalized. Most of the time it's fairly easy to do this. If your body is acidic, you will tend to have, like your bones will, how do you put it? Sort of arthritic, hard to move. Not exactly arthritic, but you don't seem to be as agile with your movements and etc. If you eat a lot of processed foods, a lot of meats, a lot of stuff like peanut butter. If you just Google acidic foods and alkaline foods, you know, there's not that much mystery to it. They're mostly the alkaline foods are vegetables and fruit. But definitely, if you want to get the best out of your body, make sure that and you don't want achy bones, you know, achy bones, arthritis, anything like that. Make sure that your body is alkaline. You can buy what's called litmus papers, little papers, and you put the one litmus paper under your tongue, a few seconds, bring it out, match it up to, usually when you get litmus papers you'll get the numbers. You want your body at about a pH level of about 7.5. Now, an easy way to make sure that your body is stays alkaline is, you know, make sure every day you have at least 8 ounce glass of water with the juice of 1 lemon in it, and there you'll be pretty much good to go. So there's the tip for today. I use that. I'll be using that pretty much forever. Now, as a bonus, I'll tell you about if you also, another thing that's good for your bones, keep you agile, keep you, you know, free moving and not stiffening up too much. Omega-3s. Get plenty of omega-3s. Fish, a good one I use is linseed. Either linseed oil or buy the linseed, they're cheap as, and just throw, when you're having your porridge or whatever, throw some linseed seeds. You don't have to grind them up. You know, people think you have to grind them up, but I've found you don't have to grind them up. You probably get more, you know, they'll last longer if you grind them up. What I mean is you'll get more, you won't have to use so much if they're ground so much, so you know, you won't have to, you know, you get more bang for your buck. But I don't bother grinding them up. So there you go, guys. 2 health tips. Omega-3s will keep you agile and keep your limbs good. You know, no arthritis. Same with keeping your body alkaline. Make sure it's alkaline. Look up at Google, you know, alkalinity versus acidity. You don't want to be acidic. It's, you know, I've heard of people actually sort of curing various cancers, not all cancers, but some cancers, just by making sure their bodies are alkaline. Okay. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the way out. I appreciate all my subscribers. If you you know, can't be donate to my Patreon, or I've got various cryptocurrencies. I love those cryptocurrencies. You can also watch all my videos on BitTube. There should be a link below each video to watch them on BitTube. And on BitTube, the beauty of watching them on BitTube is they have a thing called a tip button. You know how you get tipped when you go to a restaurant or whatever. So you can, if you get something out of a particular video on BitTube, underneath there'll be a tip button. You press that and you can donate whatever you want, you know, $1 or whatever. Okay, so there you go, guys. Have a good day.